Your daughter is watching you right now. All right, so this is Ocean. She's my oldest daughter. She is, how old are you?
6.
6, okay. So we're talking about confident daughters today. Do you know what confidence is?
It's when you can't do something and you believe in yourself.
Very good, okay. There was no teaching before this video. So what do you think about yourself? Tell me some things that you think that you can do. Do you feel like you're confident?
Yeah.
What kind of things can you do?
Yeah.
You can juggle?
I do.
Okay, well you have to show me the juggling. I haven't seen that yet. So what do you think has made you feel like you can do these things?
I have tools, and if I don't use my tools, it probably won't work. So that's why teachers are for. They're for people to learn, and if you don't learn, just ask your mom to put you in a school.
Just ask your mom to put you in a school?
Yeah.
That's what teachers are for. What about mom and dad? Do we help at all?
Mom and dad are they're for taking care of you, and they're for.
Do you feel that we help you feel like you can do things?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good. All right. And so mommy and daddy always love you, and the world is not really a nice place sometimes. Okay, so I want you to project your voice and use your regular voice. All right, we're not gonna do the baby voice. We're gonna do the regular, strong Ocean voice. Not what you tell her, but what you do. She's probably trying on your makeup, trying on your shoes, trying on your wigs even. Every time I'm in the bathroom doing anything to my face, my daughter wants to do the same thing. She wants to wear my night cream. She wants to wear my moisturizer. She wants to use deodorant. Oh, Lord. But she's also looking at how you talk to yourself and what you're dealing with and what you're going through. Once my daughter said to me, Mom, why every time you talk to so-and-so, their dad, you start to cry? She said that to me maybe 3 times. The last time, though, I was like, that'll be the last time that you see that for that situation. But it was like, man, she was watching me no matter what. No matter how hard I tried to keep her out of a room if we had a discussion or something like that, of course, she was always trying to peek around the corner. So whether you honor your own needs or you stay in situations that are hurting you, this video is one of the most powerful things you can do for her future. Most of us did not have mothers who focused on their self-worth, right? Like my mother, I'm a millennial, so my mother's a baby boomer, I believe. She was focused on my dad. She was focused on making sure that his stuff was ironed, that food was cooked, all that stuff. Like I didn't see her that often because she was always at work and my dad was at home as an entrepreneur. She never went to get her nails done or to the spa, no massages. She said she didn't even wear a bikini since she was like a young girl. But they were doing the best of what they had. That's how the older generations were. So generation after generation, we've been passed down the same wound. That you are cared for less than the people around you. And I felt that way for a long time. Too long, until I hit my 40s that actually changed. But I don't want it to be like that for my daughter. I don't want it to last that long. I want her to focus on her from now until forever. Because there's never too soon to focus on you. I don't want my daughter inheriting what I did. That stops with me. They're watching the way you respond to someone who disrespects you. Are you going quiet or are you saying something? Are you not letting people who are causing your nervous system to be erratic continue to stay in your life? Or are you asking them to not come back? Are you apologizing for having feelings or are you naming them and making sure that your children understand what they are and that it's okay to feel them, especially right now since they may not be able to regulate how they feel? Does your daughter see a woman who's choosing herself? Or do they see a woman who's putting herself on the back burner? Are you doing for you what you want? Are you trying to get to where you need to be? Or you might be there already and kudos to you, that's amazing. But are you stuck thinking about others? Or are you making yourself a priority? So what are confident girls taught? They're taught that their feelings are valid. Research on girls with healthy self-esteem consistently shows that they have at least one adult in their life who models and affirms their right to have opinions, to disagree, to take up space, and to say no. One person, that's all it takes to change that trajectory for her. They say that also kids, to have a stable emotional life, they need one stable parent. Both do not have to be stable. Because sometimes women deal with things, or even men, deal with the other person because they want their child to have 2 people. When if one is doing unstable, crazy things or putting the child down, That's worse than having just one person. We want confident little girls to know that no is a complete sentence, that they don't have to shrink themselves for other people and their demands. They're not responsible for managing other people's emotions, especially a partner, like a partner's emotions, whether they date men or women. It's too much. We get into adulthood and we assume that people in our circle, in our space, their emotions change because of us, and we can control that. We will walk on eggshells. We will rethink and overthink our words and what we did just to make sure that we are making other people happy. Now, loving someone and making them happy is one thing. It's another thing that you're making them happy while you're not happy. Their worth will never be tied to what they do for others, how pretty they are, how long their hair is, how beautiful and smooth their legs are, or how agreeable they are. Their worth will always come from inside of them. We need to make sure that they know that, because I know when it comes to millennials, we had to learn all that on our own later on in life. And for us, 40s is a big age, because that's when you're like, all this stuff I thought before, kind of wrong. It's wrong when it comes to things that help us do better in life and help us to progress, to get to our goals, to get where we want to be. My focus is being an entrepreneur. When I talk to my mom about it, she supports me for the most part quietly, but I don't think she really thinks it's a thing. Whatever about it, in a way. I'm looking for a cheerleader. Like, I need you to be like, Chandra, last time I was here, blah, blah, blah. Have you gotten this there? Have you pushed it here? Like, where's your event? Where's this? What's happening? That's going to be me as a mom for these kids. But like I said, the generations, they've changed. They've developed quite a bit, I would say. So if you haven't ever thought about this, start this week. Let your daughter see you rest without guilt. Let her see you say no and not apologize for it. I guess even if it's to her. When she tells you something made her uncomfortable, believe it, don't minimize it. That's been something that I've thought about a lot lately, because I know my older daughter and she's super social and she has a lot of friends. But sometimes she'll say, Mom, nobody likes me and they don't want to play with me, or they're bossy. And I have to not minimize it, because I'm thinking, what are you talking about? Everyone loves you. But then again, there are some days when, someone might say something to her and it seems like the whole world is coming down on her. So I just try to help her, and they're mean sometimes. They are. And we talk about it a little bit. I may tell her, bullies are usually going through things at home. But I try my best not to minimize it, because sometimes I'm like, girl, you are tripping. But not say that. Practice asking your children what they want. What do you want? What have they thought about today? Is there anything that they want to talk to you about? Is there anything that they haven't said? What's in the back of their mind? We want to know what they're thinking, either so we can encourage them to think differently, maybe correct them if they're going down. They're just thinking about a situation that makes them feel unimportant. We also have to remember that God trusted us with these kids. Some people will say that the kids pick their parents. I don't know. When I think about people who have not so good childhoods, I think, did they really pick those parents? I don't know. But either way, God trusts us with them. A girl needs to know that she was made in the image of God perfectly. And she is loved beyond measure and cared for. And she should always have grace with herself. We want to make sure our daughters have a lot of dignity, because this will decrease the risk of them being abused, being disrespected, being harder to manipulate. Share this video with a mother that you love, and drop a comment about something that you wish you learned as a little girl. I wish that I learned the truth about men before I started dating, or just learned to focus on what I want instead of trying to have a boyfriend because everyone expects you to get married and have kids and like this white picket fence American life. I wish I was just taught or learned how to just do it on my own, because it would have saved me a lot of hours thinking about someone else. That's for sure. I'm building a community of mothers who are breaking all those generational curses and building up their children differently, their daughters. I have 2 daughters, 1 son, but the son is only 10 months. My daughters, I don't want them to go through what I went through. I don't want them to wait that long. I want them to know that they are worthy today, right now, and that they will always be. So check out my description below for my community, as well as other tips and tricks and information I have regarding confidence, anxiety, daughters, mothers, all that jazz. Also subscribe, and let's keep this conversation going. How do you feel? What do you feel about your feelings or emotions? Do you feel like you can express your emotions if you were sad or mad or upset or something? Project your voice.
I feel like I could fix them. And if I get angry when what I don't like, that's what made me angry. I'll get another if I have another one. Then if I don't, then I'll ask for it, and then I'll get my money and I'll buy another one if they're even free. Or if they're not free, I'll buy them. If they are, then I'll just
Wait, you'll buy what?
squishy.
Oh, a squishy.
Buying like pops.
Oh, I see. We went from anger to squishies. That's okay. That's what those are for, really. Those are for.
Squishies are for when you squish, you have to breathe, and then when you let it out, you have to let your breath out. But you have to be squishing it for 3 seconds or 5.
Oh, I don't have any squishies.
I do.
So, one more question. Do you feel like the way you feel, do you feel like it's important? Can you tell me why?
Because people, they could feel, and if they don't, they would probably just be happy, and everyone would be mad because they would all get a different feeling. And
Project your voice.
And then they are going to go to the circus, and the angry people get happy. And then when the happy people are already happy, all the happy people, they go to a park to get excited. And then when the happy people just got happy, they go to get excited. And then they all go to a birthday party, and they all have so much fun.
All right, well, we love fun, don't we?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll let you go. Thank you, baby, for answering questions.